Have you ever looked at another woman's success and instead of being excited and celebrating for her, you feel yourself overcome with envy and jealousy? Or maybe you're at an event and you see this incredible woman walk in the room. She's beautiful, polished, and confident. And the first thing you think is, who does she think she is? Yeah, I know, we've all done it, right? And if that is true, why? Why do we judge other women so harshly instead of celebrating their successes? Hi, I'm Keri Murphy, founder of Inspired Living and Inspired Living TV, and I have been there too. You know, they say that men compete and women collaborate. But if that's true, then why is it, ladies, that we are constantly judging other women? You know, I was at an event not too long ago, actually just about a year and a half ago, and it was a room full of primarily women, and myself and Michelle Patterson, among others, were speaking that day. And I remember looking up at Michelle on stage thinking, wow, this lady's amazing. Like, I just fell in instant girl love with her. And then later on in the day, they had this success panel, and it was 5 men and 1 woman, and it was Michelle. And my feeling that time watching her was not the same. I automatically went into, well, why aren't I up there? I'm successful too. Or why is she the only one up there? You know, there's so many women in the room. And we laugh at it now, actually. It's pretty funny because that's human nature. We're human beings and our ego always is going to come into play. But after that event, Michelle and I got together and spoke. And we have since become great friends. And we have partnered together with the Global Women Foundation and the California Women's Conference and the Oregon Women's Conference. And the whole reason behind that movement is that we are better together. They say women are going to change the world, but ladies, how are we going to do that if we keep working in silos, competing with one another? So today, I really want to talk to you about, I think, the 4 things that if we just really look at these 4 things in our life and how they show up, how much different our lives will be. Part of my success has been because I've collaborated with amazing other women. And it doesn't mean that our ego doesn't still pop up and judgment still doesn't come up. But when we're conscious of it, then we can make different choices and we can decide to collaborate. So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is to stop judging. You know, we each go through really tough times in our lives. And even though on the outside someone might look all put together, super successful, there are always things going on that we don't know about. And same thing with your life. Give yourself a break. You are working really hard and you're an amazing person. So when we judge others, it's a mirror, right? We're judging ourselves. So when you feel that, just take a big deep breath in and look at your successes and what you've already accomplished. And realizing, number 2, that they're on their own journey, just like you are on your own journey, right? I always love the quote, preparation meets opportunity. And I often talk to my entrepreneurs that I work with that, you know, sometimes you just feel like you're pushing this huge boulder up a hill. And it's either going to come back on you and flatten you out like a pancake, or it's going to take all your might to keep pushing it up. But the great thing is, something incredible happens, and that is called momentum. And there's a tipping point. There's actually a great book about that everything starts to come together. And someone might just be a little further ahead with that momentum, that tipping point, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you. So instead of focusing on what everyone else is doing, look at what you're doing and realizing, you know what? When the time is right for you, the opportunity will come. Because you are committed to being the person that you are and to pursuing the goals and dreams that you have in front of you. And they are different than that other person's. Number 3 is you have something that I don't have, and vice versa. And that's the great thing about us as human beings, right? We all have different assets that we bring to the table. And so instead of looking at someone else going, oh, Why don't I have that? Really look at what you have and what you can bring to the table that's different. You know, Inspired Living has grown not because of me, but because of my team and how they bring different things to the table that I don't have. And when I look to collaborate, I always look for like-minded people that are doing things differently. There are 7 billion people in the world. There's never going to be another one of you. And so looking at that, feeling that, understanding that you are uniquely your own and your assets are different than mine and different than everyone else's. So how can you highlight what you bring to the table and not worry about what everyone else is doing? And the fourth thing is celebrate your successes. Celebrate with other people. Why is it, ladies, that we have such a hard time celebrating, not just with ourselves, but with each other? You know, we don't want to brag, right? We don't want to make people feel like we think we're all that and a bag of chips. But if we can't share our successes with each other, who can we share them with? So celebrate the small things. We're all out there working and doing as much as we can, the best we know how. And when we're constantly looking ahead at what we have to achieve next, we miss so much of life. So find time to celebrate what you're doing and get your friends together and ask them what's going on in their life and celebrate with them. Because that level of energy, that vibration, helps other things come into your life. So again, stop judging. Realize that you are on your own journey. And when the time is right for you, things will show up for you. That you have assets that no one else has. And that you gotta celebrate along the way. So I would love to hear from you. Do you find yourself judging other women, or have you really learned to collaborate? Please leave your comments below, because when you are inspired, you inspire others. And ladies, it is time for us to come together. So leave your comments. And as always, thank you so much for being a part of the Inspired Living community. It means the world to me. I love the opportunity to hear from you, and I always look forward to your comments. So keep dreaming it, living it, and being it. And I will talk to you next time.